the BioLite stove. This is the first stove that comes with a USB cable, because it's designed to burn wood and power a USB device. I only have this little light at the moment that plugs in, so I don't have phones or anything like that on USB, but anyway, just to get the idea. Now for a start, as you can see, is about the same size as the jet board. Nothing to do one with the other, because you wouldn't use it for the same really idea or the same way, but anyway, it's about the same size. Weight, it's definitely on the heavy side, and I'll show you. 2 bits. All up is 980, 975. You can separate the the stove. This is the actual burner itself. This is 545, and the power unit is 440. Okay, so it works out at about 2.2 pounds all up. As you can see, there is a heat sink here, so maybe you can pick it up when it's working. I don't know as yet. That's brand new, I haven't fired it up. This power unit is the Peltier section, which is the bit that transforms heat into electricity. Has a fan built in and has a battery. So, and now I've got switched on, and you might hear the fan probably over the noise of the kids next door. If you look carefully, you can see there is a fan inside there, whirling away. Now I had problems the other day switching it off, and I can't remember why. I think you probably have to keep it switched. That's it. You have to keep it pressed in. Fair enough. Okay, now let's assemble the unit. Just put that inside there. That bit down there. Open the leg. That locks the power unit in. And open the legs. Now I'm actually hoping that this will work by itself. Not all that important to me, but it could be an option. So what I'll do is first out I'll just show you a bit of a difference from somewhat similar units. Is it's very solid. So this is, as it is there, is about 3.5 kilos, and it can take the weight, no problem. Okay, so it can take up to about 8 pounds, so about 4 kilograms. So that means you could cook for say 3 or 4 people if you wanted. So what I will probably use theoretically is something like this, which is that's about is a bit under 3. Sorry, it's about 1.3 liter, so a bit more than a quart. Okay, anyway, I'll load it up and then I'll fire it. I just have bits of wood here that I just collected from the bushes nearby. We've got some parks here. Nothing special, it's just wood. These are eucalyptus leaves, which it's gum trees. The oil in there usually burns quite well, so they're relatively dry, so I will use that. And I have somewhere, hang on, here it is. This is what I would use. This is cotton, of course, with some Vaseline, very little actually, so I'm not so sure if it's enough, but I've just made this particular one. I couldn't be bothered resurrecting mine, but that should be my fire starter. So first I'll load it, and then I'll fire it up and see what happens. Okay, this is going to be a brilliant way of making a fool of myself. I just shoved in some of those wood bits, wood shaving and some leaves. Nothing special really, just shove them in, and hopefully it will light up, and then once it starts I will put in some more solid bits. I haven't prepared this particular knife, so I have to use a blade. It looks a bit disgusting, but anyway. I need practice on this one. Here we are. Okay, now we'll see how it takes. When you start it, you don't use the fan. It needs to start up by itself, and then when you start the fan, it will start on low. Now let's hope that it does take. Notice that I'm lighting from the top. Well, it has taken. There is actually a little bit of wind anyway, so it's coming out. But I will now. If you're familiar with the gasifier, you might just notice that you started to get this gasifying effect on the side. So it's coming in from the, it's burning the oxygen coming to the side. Now I will power it up, and you can see immediately the difference. Do keep in mind that this is exactly the first burn. I've never used this unit before. That's the first time, so it's pretty easy to me. Now, if you need to tell me that you can burn yourself, well, please don't buy one of these units. In fact, just don't go in the bush, will you? Well, it definitely works. The power is on low at the moment, so if I now let it burn down a little bit, I will soon be able to put a pot on that. Now don't smother the flame. Now those sticks are, I just realized, a bit too long because I do have some bits of wood at the bottom that still haven't burned, so I just have to wait for that. I'll just try, but I don't think I'll be able to. No, still there. So this is really my fault that the sticks are too long. I could have measured that before, but I just got them up, you know. Okay. Now, here we go. Now I'm just bringing the camera around this side. Excuse the noise. And what you'll see is a green light here. The green light tells me that I can plug my USB device. I actually didn't notice when it came in, but it probably came in right at the beginning because the battery is charged anyway. So this is my little USB light, and I can't see it working, but actually I don't really know if that light is working or not, so I'm just going to get another one and see what happens. Well, I went to get another light, and as you can see this is not working either, so I'll have to figure out what the problem is, because I know this works. But anyway, I'll work on that later. It's almost boiling now, so I'll just take you closer and I'll show you what the flame actually looks like. Let's have a look. Yep. So it's almost boiling. But see how the flame works? It's just turning around. Oh, this is the furnace. Oh, by the way, it's cool under the stove, very cool, and yeah, I can touch it there, I can pick it up, there's no problem. Again, typical warning, if you're a bit clumsy, please don't do this, but you can pick it up.